On this episode, I'm going to present a solution to the additive-free issue right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. All right, I know, as you know, everyone's been reeling over the whole additive-free term being squashed by the CRT. So I did some thinking about this and saying, okay, well, what's the rub here? What's the problem? Well, the problem is the CRT says using the term additive-free, whether it's verified, certified, or anything like that, is deceptive to the consumer because it's unverifiable. And they are correct. Even Grover has told me things like vanilla flavoring and oak extract cannot be detected when they're testing for it because it's basically already in there from the wood. So how do we get around this? All right, so I was thinking about a solution last night after we talked about the additive-free issue and what the CRT ruling was. And one of the things I was thinking about is, what is the issue? What's the rub with this whole scenario? And the rub was, the issue with the CRT is that it's deceptive to consumers because it's not verifiable. So then the question that I asked was, okay, well, what's verifiable? So let's look at the additives that are added in tequila. Some of the main ones that are added, the ones that are added the most, are glycerin and added sugars. Okay, so looking at glycerin and added sugars are both detectable, easily detectable. We can even detect them at home because they won't evaporate out of a vessel when heated and trying to evaporate the alcohol and water out of it. So when you take tequila, because it comes out of the still, right? So it turns into a vapor and it then condenses back into a liquid form. So anything that is in a pan when you heat it up or a vessel should evaporate if there's been nothing added. It should be completely gone when you evaporate the water and the alcohol off. So when there's additives added, like vegetable glycerin or added sugar or aguamel, agave nectar, whatever else they may be adding to sweeten it, it will be left in the pan. Okay, so that is something that's easily detectable by you and I at home and is easily detectable in a laboratory, easily verifiable. You get where I'm going here? So if you put on the label, no glycerin added and no added sugar, that is 100% verifiable, and it should be allowed by the CRT since their stipulation is that it has to be verifiable. So those are some of the additives that a lot of people are concerned about. Now, the only issue we have here is that things like vanilla flavoring and oak extract are not detectable because they're already in there from aging in the wood, right? So the way we can detect that ourselves is to know if it tastes like a vanilla bomb, it's just over the top vanilla. Chances are they added vanilla flavoring to it. Same with caramel. If it's over the top caramel, tastes like a caramel bomb, it's over the top caramel flavoring. Definitely flavoring added, caramel flavoring has been added. Oak extract's a tough one because you don't know, it's going to taste like oak, when you are aging in a barrel anyways. And I mean, really, are we at all concerned about oak extract? Right? The main things that I hear people that are concerned about is aspartame, which if aspartame or saccharin are used and they come in the United States, it has to be on the label as per federal law here. I was reading some information from an organization that does labeling for liquor, and they said that if you submit a liquor product that has saccharin or a aspartame in it, that it has to be on the label as per U.S. law. So I think we're pretty safe to say there's no aspartame or saccharin in it. As far as buying it in Mexico, I guess you're on your own in that kind of scenario. But I haven't heard of any distilleries using aspartame or saccharin in their tequilas. It's mostly just glycerin, added sugar, vanilla flavoring, caramel flavoring, and that basically sums it up. Now, when I talked to Grover one time and asked him about that, he said it's true they can't detect vanilla flavoring and they can't detect oak extract, but they look for glycerin, and if glycerin's there, then chances are they're using those other things too, which, okay, they may be using more than one additive at once, But why can't we just pretty much assume that if it says no glycerin added on it, that they're not using any other additives? That's basically what they've been doing with the Tequila Matchmaker program anyways. So instead, let's look for a solution. Let's not cause fights. Let's not point fingers at people and call people crooked and make up conspiracy theories. Instead, let's look for a solution that benefits us as consumers, right? By doing things like putting things on the label that are 100% verifiable, that we can be comfortable with, like no glycerin added, no added sugar, and anything else that we can find that's verifiable that may be an additive, instead of using an all-encompassing term like additives. What do you think of this solution? Comment below, let me know what you think. I think it sounds like a pretty good solution. If you like this idea, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido, welcome. We'd love to have you become part of our community here in the Tequila Hombre, so make sure you click that subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we post an informational video and review, and we'd love to have you comment and be part of our community here. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila, so come join me and let's push for no glycerin, no sugar added on the labels. Salud.